Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to talk about courage and being courageous. So this week on my Instagram platform I've just been talking about being courageous, and I know you might not be watching it the same week that I'm putting this out, but I thought it would be good to do a really quick video on what it means to really be courageous and what are some things that even I have learned in this week about being courageous. So when I looked at the meaning of courageous, according to the dictionary, it's the ability to do something that frightens one. And again, like I said this week, I've just really been thinking a lot about what it means to be courageous, or to have courage and to act, to act courageous, or to step into something when it frightens us, or just to acknowledge difference. And what I mean by that is, I know in my own life, when I think about change coming, oftentimes the first thing that I do personally is I want to resist it. It's like, I know there's this thing that I want out here that's really important to me, or that, I just want something different, or I have a goal, or I want something to change, and I just keep, I think about it, and then I say to myself, don't do it, or stay stuck in your fear. And so I just think that there are times when we can really look at things and say, okay, I can choose fear, or choose what I'm comfortable with, and then stay stuck and just kind of be in that place, or I can do something a little bit different. And so when I go into this place of resistance, and I think about, okay, what's working for me in this resistance? And if I'm willing to do something different, what am I afraid of? So, again, it's just some reflections. And so in thinking about this, the other thing I want to say is, I've just recently read a book called Untamed by Glennon Doyle. It's my favorite book ever. It's really a life-changing book, in my opinion. And one of the things that she talks about is being brave. And sometimes I think when we're courageous, we are brave. And what a lot of people talk about is being brave, and what she says in her book. So this isn't my idea, it's just something for you to think about. Being brave is facing your fear and doing it anyways. And she said it should be quite the opposite. And she goes into this wonderful explanation of, you want to make sure that when you're brave, you're standing up for yourself. You're honoring that inner voice. And sometimes that inner voice isn't, going along with what everyone else thinks. And so there's that external bravery, this is in her book, this external bravery of going for the thing that scares you. And then there's this also internal quiet of when I'm most afraid, how do I stand up for myself, even when it's not popular, and being confident with yourself. And when I read that, I was like, wow, that is really, to me, what courage is. It's not only facing your fears and doing it anyways, but mostly it's honoring who you are and staying congruent with who you are, and kind of saying, even if I believe in this thing and it's not popular, I've got to step into it. Or external courage is that bravery of maybe I want a new job and I don't know what that is yet, and I want to kind of start thinking about what would be different, what would look different. Or maybe I already know, and so that's the courage to, I got to talk to my boss about, quitting or resigning so I can really step into a dream job. Or relationships, those people who have been divorced and are now dating again. It's man, it takes a lot of courage to step into being vulnerable again and opening yourself up to new relationships. So, or in your current relationship, if there's a complaint or something that you would like to see change, going and talking to your partner about, hey, can we work on something? And that is courageous too. So courage can show up in many different areas in our life. And again, going back to what Glennon Doyle is saying, is how can you honor who you are and be aligned with who you are, even when it's not popular? And really step into that. And that is courage. That is bravery. So again, like I said, courage, is the ability to face, face something and face something that you're afraid of and step into it and do it. And, having the courage to believe in yourself. Having the courage to say, okay, this is something that scares me, or this is something that's outside of the norm of my friends group. And how can I step into who I'm supposed to be, or who I want to be, or face this new obstacle with courage and strength and belief in myself. Whether it's dating, a new job, making changes in your current relationship to get that relationship that you want, relationship with self, whatever that might be. What does it mean to you to have courage? So again, and I think when we're courageous, like, we can be who we are. It takes risk. It does take risk, and that's the scary part. Because sometimes we're afraid to fail, or we're afraid that we aren't going to get the thing out that we want. And what I would say, guys, is let go of the outcome and just focus on what's right in front of you and how you can honor your own internal voice, step into courage, and go after what you might want. All right, guys, thanks for listening to today's YouTube video. Go out there, be courageous, and believe in yourself. Have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for weekly updates all about relationships.